We back. Beginning of the episode. Gotta shout all y'all out. Y'all been doing y'all's thing, man. We up to like 89 subs on YouTube. Y'all keep tuning in. It's fire. We're gonna be here every week. Bunch of content every week over at Multiplicity. And this weekend was no exception. All-Star weekend was interesting to say the least. The game was kind of whack. There was some fun stuff on Saturday. But yeah, other than that, I mean, we kind of going into a blank next 3 days. So got to talk about the last weekend. I'm going to chop that up, talk about some NFL draft stuff. We're going to go all over the place like we always do. But P, how you living?
I'm living good. Chilling, killing like a villain. I don't got no more rhymes, but we lit. I ain't gonna lie. I just want to start off, kick this thing off, bro. I just want to say Mac McClung winning the dunk contest during Black History Month is so disrespectful.
I thought it was phenomenal.
That was so disrespectful, bro. It really set me back about 5 years, bro. That was crazy, bro. The weekend was cool. The game was all right. It was whatever. It was some highs, some lows, but I'm feeling good. Deion, how you feeling?
I'm chilling, bro. Honestly, I enjoyed the weekend. The game was trash. I don't understand what happened because I thought, how long have they been doing the draft? Like 3 years?
Yeah.
Maybe longer than that. But ever since they implemented the Kobe thing where you played a 24 at the end, or I don't know the fucking rule. I would text him, but we all saw what happened when Tatum did that. But ever since they started doing that, I thought the game's been fire. And this year it just wasn't. And I'm not one of them NBA fans that's like, I want you to play defense. I really don't, bro. Like, unlike some of these dudes, like I actually hoop. I understand what it's like when you have goals and aspirations, no matter how big or small they are, what level. And some dude tells you midway through the season, you got to play some shit that don't mean anything, right? It's like, I don't want you to play defense. I don't want you to do some shit that's going to get you hurt. I want you to be able to play the second half of the season. But if they not playing defense and you're going to hit right-handed layups, I got an issue with that, bro. I don't know what the fuck that was about. Like, it's like it's like the air in Utah didn't allow dunks.
Yeah.
They was jelly and everything, bro.
It made no sense. Other than that, bro, I mean, so this is the first time since I was like a teenager where I, obviously with it being the first time I haven't worked since then, where I didn't I was able to watch the whole weekend. So I watched the celeb game, whatever the rookie sophomore thing is. I still don't really understand.
I like their format better.
It was fire. I don't really understand it. I won my bet though. Shout out Team Pal. But I don't really understand it. But it was fire. I thought the Saturday night was dumb fire. Like skills challenge was kind of ass, but
that shit was garbage.
That's because Giannis brothers need to be unemployed.
But yeah, I mean they can join the front lines. But like the skills challenge always been kind of ass me, bro. I do not care how fast you can pass a basketball. Like, bro, that shit just does. You ran through some cones. Does nothing for me. So I wasn't too worried about that. The 3-point contest was lit as usual. No Steph, no Clay. Doesn't really hit the same, but like
that's what I said, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I miss seeing the light skinned brothers in that thing, bro, because it's like David versus Goliath. Like, can somebody lead them?
The leading round was what 32. Halliburton had the first time, maybe 31. I want to say, and it's like you have, I believe, like 40 possible points, maybe 42.
It's 40.
Okay, 40. If you gave Steph and Clay 40 possible points, they're gonna hit for 35 at least one of the rounds, bro. Like it was a little less impressive knowing what they could do at home, but I still thought it was lit. The way Dame won on his last jumper was lit. And then my dog McClung is special.
Yeah. Bro, I wanted Hallie to win the 3-point contest so bad though.
Nah,
I just wanted them to.
He can't shoot like that.
I'm not gonna lie. I think I was cheering for one, I was cheering for Hero just because like that would have been kind of foolish, you know what I'm saying? Just to see somebody way different win that hole.
What's different about him? He's white and can shoot.
Yeah, I just wouldn't expect Tyler Hero to be in a 3-point contest ever for some reason. I don't know why. I wouldn't
He's
feel
white.
that.
Like that don't make no sense. He's white. That's the only thing I expect him to do.
I mean, I feel that. I'm just saying.
You
I'm
acting
just
like
saying.
he was in the dunk contest.
Yeah.
That's all you do is shoot.
It was one of those too.
Yeah, I was saying it was one of those who won that. So
And listen, I don't want no Mac McClung in no 3-point contest.
Bro,
Nah,
the thing about that is like, I'm so on the fence because what made Mac McClung so fire is that like that's gonna be the highlight of his year every year because like he be in the G League and shit. So it's like that's his moment to turn up. So it's like I'm not one to say it needs to be all superstars like everyone be on Twitter talking about, but like you still gotta have the Mac McClungs, bro.
I need John Zion to throw down, bro, one time. They bullshit.
Can we call these old heads out on their bullshit when it comes to that superstar stuff?
Yeah, it's annoying as hell.
Bro, MJ did it his first 2 to 3 years. MJ was not doing that shit after he played baseball, bro. He wasn't.
They only be saying it because of MJ and Dominique.
But okay, first off, don't get me started on Dominique. I'm not gonna get involved in him. We all know the time period that he played in. But MJ, the moment he started winning rings, he wasn't doing that shit, bro. The moment the game became serious for him, he stopped. Yeah, like sure, Deion should have done it his rookie or sophomore year. But at this point, bro, you're playing in the real thing on Sunday. Like once MJ realized I'm gonna be playing on Sunday every single year, he wasn't doing the dunk contest no more. And then they bring up J Rich. I'm a fucking Warriors fan, dog. J Rich was a fucking nobody when he won that dunk. No one knew who the fuck he was besides me, and he won the dunk contest. Like, bro, these dudes, superstars don't do the dunk contest. They never fucking have, other than fucking a fake doctor and Dominique.
What about Dwight? Other superstar. Dwight did it.
Who?
Dwight.
Where he play right now?
But he did it when he was in Orlando.
Taiwan.
But he did it in his prime though, for real.
Taiwan.
See, but that's the thing that kills me is like I don't even understand why people want superstars because like to me the best dunk contest I've seen in my lifetime was the Levine Gordon, and neither one of them were superstars when that shit happened.
Bro, Levine didn't play that season.
He did.
He may have became like an all-star, so it's like a cool story. Like, look at this dude, he did it in his prime. Bro, Levine was a 19th man on that Timberwolves team. What are these old ass, like, I don't understand old heads, bro. Y'all watch basketball when black people had to watch it 17 hours after the white man got to watch it. Y'all had different entrances into the arena, used different water fountains, couldn't eat the same food, and y'all want to talk about someone needs to do some shit in their prime. Why don't y'all just enjoy life? Stop being haters.
Nah, that's the thing that kills me is like people be saying like LeBron. I'm like, bro, LeBron is not going to do the dunk contest. He's in like that. Just don't even make sense.
I mean, LeBron even said, bro. He said he an in-game dunker. He said it's clip. Like he said he wouldn't do that shit, bro.
MJ was doing dunk contest against Spud Webb. What the fuck are we talking about? Who the fuck is Spud Webb?
Also, bro, you go watch them dunks, and I'm like, bro, dunking then compared to dunking now is like.
Who the fuck is Spud Webb, JK? Who the fuck is that?
That what man 5'5".
I was like, he 5'6" and had balance. I ain't gonna lie.
5'6" is his scoring average. 5.6.
Hey,
fuck are we talking about? I ain't gonna lie. That is tough though that he was doing it because you know what I'm saying, he little as shit.
Bruh. Like, I just ain't riding with nobody whose first name
5.6.
His first name is a potato. Like, come on,
bro. A half spud from McAllister's. Get you a little spud. You know what I'm saying?
That shit crazy.
I do. Bro. I mean, I'm half and half on it, bro. Like, I think it'd be cool to see like John Zion do that shit. I think it'd be cool, but
damn, your son averaged 9.9 points a game. That's who MJ was going against. 9.9. But Ja averaging 30. He's supposed to do dunk contest, but 9.9 was like, come on, bro. Bro, I get it. Some of the dunk contests stink. Ain't a lot of dunks left. Y'all was doing all the shit in the 80s. You know what I mean? You don't see folks going like, damn, Magic got HIV first.
It's like one of those things too where it's like, bro, it's in the like the proof is in the pudding, bro. Like, how many people do that Vince Carter dunk now? That shit done been done so many times, bro. Like it's
the arms in the thing.
Yeah, it's like
honey dip.
I don't even think that shit's that impressive.
It's like
congrats, you jump high.
That Honey
You-
did
you
funny
jump
as
high.
hell.
Bro,
It's funny
this
as
is a
fuck, Honey
random
did.
ass question about this, but like, what is y'all's most underrated dunk in the history of the dunk contest? I'm
It's
going
un-
Gerald Green, candle
It's
blowout.
literally the birthday candle.
That shit was hard.
Oh, that was stupid.
Nah, the most underrated dunk for me was probably everybody talk about it's gonna be in the Zach LaVine one, but yo, son going behind the back from the free throw line is
OD.
crazy. That is
OD.
crazy as hell,
OD.
bro. I'm like, that's the one people like. I'm like, yo, that's the one he won on. And you know, everybody's like, yo, Aaron Gordon got robbed. I'm like, bro, that is OD as fuck.
Yeah, but Aaron Gordon did when he jumped over, buddy. He sat down. Like
the launch chair is crazy.
His
Over
legs
the
was like this.
mascot,
Bro
bruh.
sat down in midair.
That shit was
Bro.
hard.
Nah, when bro went underneath his legs like easily over the mascot's big ass head. Like that shit was crazy.
That wasn't even my favorite dunk of his though. My favorite dunk was the mascot spinning on the damn hoverboard. And he did the 360 off the scoop, the 360 off that. That was tough. They had a crazy ass dunk contest for real. Like
the thing is though, is like
crazy.
people got to stop acting like it's just the NBA dunk contest too that's falling off. Like, bro, I remember when I was young, like the college one, the McDonald's All American dunk contest, they all used to be fire, and they suck now just because like I don't know.
The McDonald's All American game used to be the one. That dunk contest used to be special,
bro. They used to go so hard. Like, oh my god, bro.
Even when Mac did it in high school, he was going crazy.
But I was gonna say my most underrated dunk is damn near all of his. This white boy did a 540.
I ain't gonna lie. What's crazy is though, I remember when Oladipo did that 540 and it wasn't as boosted.
Well, that's because he came out singing. Ain't nobody.
Bro, he just off the album.
That's his like it had nothing to do with the dunks. Yeah, R. Kelly came out there and started dunking at some point. Like we good, bro. You a singer now,
bro. Nah, the fact that bro, like it's not even the dunk over two people. It's the shit he did and made it look so fucking easy, bro.
Well, okay.
Because what did he do? He like jumped over.
Yeah, but he had the dude. He had the dude on his shoulders, and like that's easier to do than if they're just standing.
Stacked.
Like if they're stacked. So like that took a little bit of away from me, but the 360 windmill. How is that not a 50?
I think Mac went crazy because he did all of those on first attempts. That was crazy.
Yeah.
I'll give him that. Like that's tough.
I thought he went crazy because I thought he had the most pressure. No one knows you. You ain't shit. If you don't win this, you really ain't shit. Everyone else, like Jericho Sims, don't nobody care that he lost. I don't even know who that is.
They clowning his ass.
Trey Murphy is a bona fide NBA role player for the rest of his life.
Yeah, he's actually good.
He's got nothing to worry about. And who's Murphy?
KJ Martin, bro, he upset me.
Okay, I guess he had a lot to lose too.
Bro, was it Trey Murphy or KJ who did that the under the legs lob windmill?
It was Trey Murphy because KJ literally missed all his damn dunks.
Bro, Trey, that dunk crazy, bro. Under the legs, don't let it touch the ground and windmill. That's crazy. That was crazy.
Trey was surprising, but it goes to what Deion said. Like, it's because he's like an actual role player. So, like, you don't expect him to come out there and do some crazy shit because you're so used to watching him like hoop.
I feel like, bro, I low-key feel like Matt McClung got slighted, though. I feel like people must have not really watched him back in the day, like in his high school dunk contest, which is that's like if Grayson Allen would have did that shit his first, like his rookie year or something like that. Because Grayson Allen was a certified dunker, bro, in high school. So, I mean, I'm not really slighting Matt. I kind of expected him to win, but it wasn't like it was crazy though. All first attempts and stuff.
In my opinion, that shit's better to me. Like I do not care who's in it. I'm there to watch dunks. If John Moran does some shit that if he just does a windmill, like because like how creative can Ja be? You know what I mean? That there's in-game dunkers and then there's dunk contest dunkers. And he's a crazy in-game dunker, most electrifying player in the league, in my opinion. But like I'd rather watch Mac McClung, someone who specializes in this like weird ass shit. Because I bet you he has another 10 dunks for next year in his back pocket we've never seen before.
The only thing I can say about Ja is, which is why I just want him to do it. It's just because his fucking bounce is unlimited, bro. Yeah. Like that is it. Like just even him in the All-Star game when he was doing dunks, I was like, bro, this man's bounce is like next level. But it would be cool. I'm with y'all with the superstars. I feel like they gassing it up a little too much, but at the same time, I still am on the side. I think it'd be cool.
I mean,
So,
Kobe
on
did it
both
his
sides.
rookie year.
Kobe did not get burned his first 3 years.
That's what I'm saying. Kobe turned into a superstar. No one would know who the fuck Kobe was when he was doing a dunk contest. But I didn't even give him a jersey. He was out there in the warm up. They ain't even give him a jersey.
Nah, I don't know, man. People got to cut that shit out there. Like they act like it was the normal at one point. I'm like, bro.
It's because our generation didn't watch that. So when you're like, oh, you had MJ, 40-year-old Dominique was doing dunk contest. Bro was closer to an AARP than he was winning a dunk contest. He was out there. Like when you just look at the names, you're like, oh, this shit's crazy. And then when you really think about it, you're like, all right, that's like when MJ was doing it, that'd be like if Jalen Green did it right now. Not like Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah. That's my thing is like, I'm a little too young to say like I remember Vince Carter's dunk contest. So like in my lifetime, the only ones that
I wasn't there for that.
The only ones
him and T-Mac stunk then too.
The only ones that I remember, and even then this man was young, that were like superstars or like close to superstars was Dwight, and then when Blake Griffin did it. But Blake Griffin became a superstar because he jumped over the car.
I ain't gonna lie. So that shit's still crazy though.
Him jumping over there. Bro, he jumped over the front of the car.
Bro, that shit, bro.
He jumped over the front of the car.
Nobody's done it though. Since
it was the front.
Nobody done it since though.
How tall is the front of your car?
Mine?
Yeah. 2 feet?
Shit. I got a Camaro, so I'm a little bit lower than most.
So what you tell me you don't got an 18-inch vertical?
Did he catch the lob out that hole though? Did he catch the lob out that hole?
The dude was in the
he was in the, I know he was in the
lob was inside the middle. He had to throw it forward because Blake was going to the front of the car. It's 20-inch vertical.
Listen, man, I can't hate on some shit that I can't do. So
I feel like that shit tough though. I don't know, bro. I feel like then somebody else would have done that shit though.
No, because it's stupid because you can't get over the middle, and I don't think the front's that impressive. So it's like, you know what I mean? You really got to have bounce to get over a car.
That's facts.
But I'm saying, you don't think nobody would have modified it though, like a windmill or East Bay over that whole.
But like, if you just jumping up, like if they roll me out there and they jump over me, no one cares. But if they roll like, you know what I mean, like the tall person, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's just not that. It's not as impressive. Like the size matters of what you jumping over. It's like, yeah, you say it out loud, like Blake jumped over a car, fire. When you realize it was the front of a Kia. That was about 10-inch vertical.
Bro, one last thing on the dunk contest before we get into the actual game, because I just want to know what y'all think about this. Because it's been tossed around for probably 3-4 years. How do y'all feel about the concept of like bringing professional dunkers like mixed in with the dunk contest?
Like Jordan Kilgannon
be doing crazy shit.
It wouldn't go good, bro, because it's still the NBA dunk contest. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, no, like not actually part of it, but just say like, let's say Mac wins, and then they like. He just do like one round against him or some shit.
You on that damn NBA 2K8 shit. They used to do that. Listen, on NBA 2K8, bro, they used to play as the dunk contest winner, or used to play the dunk contest. It might have been 2K9. Yeah, it was 2K9. Used to play the Sprite dunk contest. If you won, Vince Carter would come in a limo, and then you dunk against him 1v1. You on that 2K shit. That's hard. I ain't gonna lie, but
no, I think that's I've watched a few of those. Didn't TBS have like a whole dunk television series?
They did.
And so one thing that gets to me is when folks they can't dribble. Like I was watching these things, I'm like, these people can't actually dribble a basketball. That's why everything they do, like that, it looks weird when you're just running towards the basket. Like you're not taking a little gather dribble or anything. It just throws me off. I don't really like it that much.
No, I feel that.
But right, JK, here's what I want you to do. And clip this, put it, whatever. Find out how many fucking all-stars competed in the dunk contest. That's what I want to know. How many people since 1990 participated in the dunk contest and the all-star game in the same weekend? Because I feel like that number is less than 10 and maybe even less than 5.
No, I was going to say, bro, that number got to be like over under 7.5 type shit.
The only one I can think of is Dwight.
That's...
bro.
Well, okay, I'm not gonna lie. Y'all remember they did that team up year, and Paul George won that shit.
Was he an all-star that year?
I don't know if he was, but I feel that had him, John Wall in it, I think.
John Wall was probably an all-star that year.
No, yeah,
Was Dame in it though? Dame was young though.
Dame definitely wasn't an all-star that year.
Yeah,
that was
young.
before him.
Was that the?
He was in it though.
They was doing
like,
that
I don't mean like
day.
I don't mean like an all-star like now. I mean like he was an all-star and did the dunk contest the night before.
Yeah, I'm catching
that.
It just took me. I remember that's the worst dunk contest I've ever watched.
I think it's just a white. Maybe Vince in 2000, but
bro, it's got to be. I don't think it's double digits.
Nah, not even close. Not even close. I know MJ didn't do it. Fraud.
But all right, so now we're finna get into the game. We're gonna do something a little different. Like, if you watch the game, you know it didn't hit the same as these last couple Elam endings have. Like, it was kind of whack, to be completely honest. Like, just throwing that out there. That's just my opinion. We're gonna do something called "That's a Hit" or "That's Shit." We finna name something from the All-Star game, and we finna say if that's a hit or if we think that's shit. And I'm gonna let P go first because he probably got something in the chamber.
I did say initially, I was saying, is it a hit or straight shit? Big man in the 3-point contest. What do y'all think, bro? Is that shit or is that a hit? Do y'all fuck with it or not?
It depends, bro.
I'm borderline
shitty. Seeing like Victor Wembanyama in the 3-point contest would go kind of crazy.
I want him in the dunk contest. Now that you brought his name up, that's a demand.
I want Scoot in that bitch too.
Talk shit. Put Wemby in the dunk contest. I want to see him come up with big ass.
I want Scoot in that bitch too. I can't even lie.
Nah, I don't want Scoot in. He'll get hurt.
But I don't know, bro. It depends. Like, because who was it?
Karl-Anthony Towns did it.
Yes, bro. I mean,
Laurie did it this year.
Yeah.
Does he not count as a big man?
He does.
He does.
But Julius Randle blew me, bro. I think that's what it was.
That
shit blew me, bro.
Listen, Julius can't shoot.
Bro, watching Julius in the All-Star game itself was enough pain, bro. That shit was terrible.
It was better than Sabonis, man.
Yeah. Nah, did y'all see what Evan Fournier said on Twitter trying to be a good teammate? He quoted that shit and he was like, if there was no timer and Julius could take a jab before each one, he's winning that
shit cash money.
What they should do is
separate it, right?
They should do 2 3-point contests. They should do a 3-point contest with the worst 3-point shooters in the league. Like, I want to see like
Andre Drummond.
Yeah, I want to see like Drummond, Draymond Green, Ben Simmons. Like, I'm trying to see the worst dudes in the league shoot threes. And then do one where it's like literally just Steph, Clay, and Dame. I don't need to see. Need to see 5 other people that are gonna lose. You know what I mean? Just give me the 3 best shooters, and like I'll put them a step back. Because you know what I mean? Like, make Steph, Clay, and Dame do it from like 35 feet instead of regulation.
That shit would be cool. Y'all remember the show Joes versus Pros?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, it would be so funny if they pulled like somebody against Ben Simmons in a 3-point contest, bro. That shit would be hilarious. Like when Kevin Hart did it against Draymond. That shit was funny as hell.
I got beef with Draymond. He got a lot of nerve for the stunts he was pulling all weekend. Boy got some nerve. I don't know what's wrong with him. Can't shoot. But I found out he was a 4-time All-Star yesterday. Like, what? He's been in the league for 20 years. What you been doing? 4-time All-Star. Ben Simmons done that.
I need to get his PO address so I can send him some knee pads with LeBron James' name on them, bro. That shit crazy to me, bro. He is first team all
Glazer.
Bro, it's frustrating because
when you tweeted that shit, Deion, bro, tell him what you tweeted, bro.
Let me find it,
dude. Because as soon as I heard it, I was like, bro. I know
what did he
Deion's
say?
Sick.
Didn't he say that only person that got a resume like his was LeBron? Ain't that what Draymond said?
Yeah. But 4-time All-Star. What's the resume? The resume not even full page long.
The resume co-signed by Clay and Steph.
4-time All-Star. Steph carried me to 4 rings. That's the resume. Defensive Player of the Year, I guess, too.
That shit is.
I said Draymond ready to get on his knees like prime Tiana Trump during this bronze interview. Bro, Draymond ain't moved that quickly in years. How quickly he got up to run over to Braun was insane. I I was in hell watching that, and it sucks, bro. I'm all for like the family aspect of the league, but yo, bro, we went to war, man. Like this wasn't like it wasn't like we just played against like Kobe's son Jason and like we was going to war with this dude for years. Like this shit's personal, bro. Like I want bad stuff to happen to LeBron. You know, I actively root against Bronny. You know what I mean? I hope the daughter steps on a Lego sometimes. Bryce looks like an oversized Urkel. I'm a Savannah fan though. Shout out to her, even though her husband cheats. Let that be known, Savannah. Your husband cheats, but like I actively mother's a crackhead. Like I root against this family. We're supposed to root against this. We went to war with this individual. We hate him. As it's been vocalized. We hate him. And bro, just to see the turn, like take Steph last year, right? They asked Bron like who he wants to play with in the league, and he said Steph. What was Steph's response to that? I'm good. I'm good with who I got.
But you know, deep down,
no,
he trying to play with his ass. He know he
play, bro.
He was he trying to play with bro. I mean, he could play with
See,
Steph.
nah, he's not, bro. That's not how Steph's wired, bro.
If
like,
Bron came to Golden State, though, that's the thing. He wouldn't come to Bron, but if Bron
that's
came
not how
to him,
Steph's wired. Like he wants to build the best team possible, but he wants to beat them dudes too. You know what I mean? Like the whole KD situation probably goes differently if OKC beats us. We alphaed him. Now you come to my team, right? It's unfinished business with this dude. He won the last one in the play-in, and it's just I don't know, bro. Like I don't know. It's different when I see Draymond fucking around with Tatum and Deuce and them. Like whatever, bro. Like I don't care. That shit's cute. Those are sons. Like when it's Bron, it's like, bro, this one, that's the one that's supposed to mean something. The rest of these dudes, like whatever, that one means something.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like
I don't know where
you just can't tell me that a man that recruited KD to come play with him not going to recruit LeBron to come play with him, bro. I'm sorry.
I mean, he wouldn't. I
mean, I don't know.
Everyone recruited KD.
I don't know if LeBron did.
Like did Bron not tell the story about how he he tried to get KD to Cleveland?
Everyone he knew Golden State was coming off a 73-9. That was an easy ring. He was never going to go nowhere else.
Listen, don't matter, man. Put yourself in the best position to succeed. Just because you're a loser don't mean nothing to me.
See, my only issue with that is, let's say KD does go play with LeBron. You know what people are going to be saying, bro.
What?
Oh, bro, yeah. Both of their legacies would have been
like, bro. That's the thing that's chalked.
Man, bro, Bron, first off, Bron went down to Miami, got on his knees and globbled on Dwayne Wade's dick with Pat Riley for 4 years. And then he goes to LA, trades for AD, and everyone's talking about go sign Kawhi now, and everyone's all in on Kawhi, AD, and Bron. That's better than anything the Warriors had. You know what I'm saying?
But it didn't happen.
No, it didn't happen. But I'm saying, like, the people, if Bron can do no wrong, like, it don't matter, which is fine. More power to you. But just remember, the reason, like, you're not the GOAT is because then that fucking
I disagree.
From in Ohio in the bed.
I think Bron definitely does wrong, but
I disagree.
Like,
he's earned the right to do no wrong, though. Like, I'm cool with it. I don't think he should be able to do wrong. He's the greatest player of our generation. Whatever he wants to do, he should be able to do. But acting like Bron could, like, acting like people care what Bron do, nah, man. They talking about, folks was talking about Kyrie should opt out and sign for the MLE with the Lakers this offseason. Come on, like, what are we talking about? Imagine if Kyrie was rumored to do that with the Warriors. People would, the world would burn.
Yeah, but
the world did burn when he went to Miami, though.
Yeah. If that was the way
was
he
burning
did it,
his shit.
that was the way he did it. He's a dickhead. He's a dickhead. If he goes to Miami the same way he went to LA, I don't think anyone cares. Because the moment he got down there, like, it was like the first year was like crazy. And then in the second year, they were like the most popular team in the league again.
I don't know. It's just hard for me to say someone got a mentality of he wants to beat those guys when he not winning them shits without KD.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know that. You don't know that.
We do know that.
How many has he won without KD?
I'm saying at that point in time.
Just how many has he won without KD?
2.
Okay.
No, but see, we talking
so if you take away the other 2, how many more players in the league actively have more rings than Steph Curry?
That's not the
One.
argument I'm making.
No. I'm just asking a question. He can't win without KD. So no one can just win then. Like
no,
no
that's
one
not
can
what
win.
I'm saying. I'm just
no one
saying
can win
people
because
be
ain't nobody win.
No,
the
only
two
be
people that
switching the
win in the league are
narrative
Steph
for
and
Curry,
LeBron.
bro.
It's Steph
They be
and LeBron.
switching the narrative for Curry.
Just a little bit.
They
Just a little
do,
bit.
bro, and that's a
Because
fact.
they do, because he
Bro,
definitely needed KD
if
during
any
the
other
run.
superstar in the history of this game goes 73-9 and blows a 3-1 lead and then goes and recruits the second best player in the league and wins 2 rings with them, they getting body bagged by the media.
That the media did body bag the Warriors.
No, they did not. They body bagged KD. They ain't say shit about Steph.
What's there to say about Steph? What did he do? KD came to his team. So you're not supposed to build the best team possible?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
That is what you're saying.
No, I'm saying.
Okay, so what should we have done instead of get KD then? Like, what do you think?
I am simply saying that you cannot say shit about any other super team.
I don't care about super teams. What super
and
team
you can't act like
I don't care.
Steph wasn't in some way ducking smoke by getting KD.
He wasn't.
Oh, come on, bro. Man.
No one's ducking. I don't think Bron was ducking smoke by going to Miami.
I don't think he was ducking smoke, but
he definitely
had one ducking smoke and not the other. I don't think the Kevin Durant and Kyrie pulled in Brooklyn where they got Harden. I think that's the greatest team on paper of all time. I don't think they were ducking smoke. In fact, I think KD wanted all the smoke. We didn't show up. Neither did they, but we didn't show up.
No. There ain't no way that Kyrie, Harden, and KD. No, they was not. No, the Warriors are still definitely the best team on paper of all time.
I disagree only because I think that's 3 of the top 10 players in the league at the time.
You still have 2 greatest shooters of all time.
I think we had, and at that point, two top 5. Then we had like 2 that are also
at that point in time. Draymond was still like elite too.
It was awesome. Draymond just came off a 30-point game in Game 7.
4-time All-Star.
Like Draymond was still straight, like for real.
He's a 4-time All-Star. Listen, I mean, I don't care. Like, if we built the greatest team of all time, that's what you're supposed to do. So, like, I mean, there's
no. This is what we saying though. You had the greatest team of all time, and then you went and picked up the second best player in the league. That's what we saying. Man, but
that's not because you're not keeping that same energy if it's not your team.
I don't care what other teams do. I was actively rooting for you guys to get KD this offseason. It's easier for me when these dumbass teams stack up because when we beat one team, I can get all the jokes off. I don't need other people to do my dirty work. I don't want that. Put all the best players on the same team. I still trust my guys to go do it because they've been doing it for a decade. The rest of the league ain't been doing shit besides Bron. The only dude in the league that could cause me not to get 8 hours of sleep before a finals game is if Bron's on the other side. Because he's the only other person that can win in this shit. No one else is winning.
I mean, Giannis won.
Giannis did get him one.
He got one. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Other people have won.
One does nothing for me. You can trip, fall down, have a bad season, have everything go wrong. You can get one. Do it again.
Ring's still a ring, though.
Do it again. Then do it again. Then do it again. Keep doing it.
But I think we saying the Warriors not doing it again and doing it again and doing it again if it wasn't for KD. That's
literally just did it without KD.
Yeah,
everything went wrong. Everything went wrong. KD came. He won 2. First off, we should have 3-peated. It was a failure, depending on how you look at it. We didn't even 3-peat with the greatest team of all time. KD comes. We can't even 3-peat. I think it's a failure the same way I think Bron in Miami was a failure. You didn't meet expectations. He leaves. Everything goes wrong. Clay gets hurt for fucking 2.5 years. He goes without touching a basketball, basically. Wiseman busts. Kuminga wasn't that good last year. Moody busts. We didn't trade the picks. Everything goes wrong. Otto Porter Jr. and Nemanja Bjelica and Gary Payton Jr. go out there. We win a ring.
But everything went right in a way, too.
Yeah, we got to play the Celtics.
No, before that. The Celtics was actually gassed because they was over there in the East playing real comp.
Hey. They don't look like real comp to me.
Y'all played the Dallas Lucas.
The way the finals went, I would have loved to play these.
That was Tatum's fault, though. No cap. Bro played way too much basketball one summer, dog.
Then he had to play against fucking the Heat, Giannis.
Oh, the Heat.
You know damn well the Heat are a nightmare to play in the playoffs.
Listen, man. We talk about
Don't
winning
even laugh.
championships.
You know how cupcake that path was.
We talk about winning championships. I'm supposed to be worried about Jimmy Butler.
Bro, you know that shit not an easy series.
Bam Adebayo. It was Giannis. Who else was out there? Grayson Allen?
No, Drew Holiday.
Drew Holiday does not for me.
Oh,
He kind of nice.
Drew Holiday, the first player in league history to go a decade without making an All-Star game. That's the most embarrassing stat I've ever heard in my life.
He's still good.
If they don't have Middleton, I'm not saying y'all don't beat them. I really don't care personally. I'm just saying if they don't have Middleton, I'm not too worried about the Bucks. And who'd y'all play in the conference finals?
The Heat after playing the Bucks.
Who y'all play in the first round?
Who did we play in the first round?
The Nets. The Nets
with KD and Kyrie.
No cap. They packed them too.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. We over here playing that, and then we playing Giannis, and then we playing the Heat. Y'all was who was y'all over there playing?
Talk about Pat. I mean, we ain't playing nobody either. The league stinks. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. The league is bad. Like, the league is bad. There's only 2 players in the league that can actually win. Steph and Bron.
Listen, the simple fact of the matter is
our only comp didn't make the playoffs.
Listen, the simple fact of the matter is y'all won, and I hope you have your victory parade because Curry ain't winning another one.
That's fine. He has 4. You take away Bron, he has more than the rest of the league.
Okay. You take away Curry, how many Bron got? With
about 10 of them things, baby.
You take away KD, how many Bron got?
Okay, bro, those Cleveland teams weren't that good.
6.
So you don't think we signed somebody that offseason?
If it's not KD, it don't matter.
So when we get Al Horford, that doesn't matter?
Not near as much as KD, bro. Come on now.
Al Horford.
How much did we need? You said we went 73-9 and lost a game 7. So how much?
But that's what I'm saying.
My point is, how much did we need to get over
verbatim, Deion? You have said numerous times we needed KD. After going 73-9, you needed KD.
You always need the best player available. If you think you don't need the best player available, you have an access way to get the best player available. You think you don't need him? You're a fucking idiot.
That is fine. All I'm saying, that is fine. All we are saying is you cannot narrative switch just because it's Curry and the Warriors.
What's the narrative switch?
Bro, you know exactly what the narrative switch is.
What is it?
Bro, all right.
That Curry.
That Curry apparently won 4, and he ain't ever had no help. That's what everyone be acting like.
I never said he don't have help.
I'm not saying you said that, but you know that's how.
So let me ask, bro. Out of four finals,
every superstar is acting like they don't have help. MJ lost, and what did he do? Dennis Rodman, Hall of Famer, greatest defensive player of all time.
Oh, I mean, yeah, he's not winning shit without
Bron loses. What does he do? He runs to Miami. Bron loses again. What does he do? He runs to Cleveland and builds another super team where if there wasn't a 6'3" light-skinned kid from Akron, the real son of Akron, he has the best team in the league. How many years in a row was Bron's teams the favorite?
Here is what you're not grasping is that you're proving our point by saying that because they left sorry circumstances or gained sorry circumstances. The Warriors added to an already elite circumstance.
But the Warriors were a sorry circumstance and Steph didn't leave.
I mean, yeah, but like we can talk about that. Like the only reason he didn't get traded is because of the ankle injuries, and he stayed in Golden State because nobody else wanted to pay him because of the ankle injuries.
You think no one else wanted to pay Steph, or was he just a restricted free agent?
I mean, there was definitely a risk there. Bro was wearing robot ankles.
You think no one?
5 years of his career.
So how stupid is the rest of the league to not want to sign Steph then?
Well, they probably just didn't know his health like that, like the Warriors did.
How stupid do you have to be not to want to sign a kid that averaged 25, 7, and 7 for the last 40 games of his rookie year?
You know how
stupid do you have to be to not want to sign a kid that was on Team USA as a 21-year-old? Like, you know what I mean? Like, this kid didn't come out of nowhere. He was one of the best players in the league for a long time. He should have been an all-star in 2014 and didn't. It is what it is. Like, how stupid do you have to be to not want to sign that kid? We're not talking about Ty Lawson.
People just
are stupid.
GMs just don't like injury risk. That's just a fact.
GMs are stupid. That's how we got KD. Mind you, everyone knew the cap was going to jump 5 years prior. Who's the one team that built for that moment knowing KD's contract was going to be up then.
That's what I'm saying. No one's saying like
hold on,
it's
bro.
it's
There
an
ain't no way.
unintelligent
So
move.
you telling me you think the Warriors playing 5 years ahead to get KD?
I'm not saying they planned 5 years ahead to get KD. They planned 5 years ahead to put themselves in that position. If you look at the Draymond contract from the season prior, he took a $10 million pay cut to where they would have that money. So did Clay. And they Iguodala signed for 11 million instead of 15, which the Kings offered him. They did little things to ensure that they had the ability to get him. Now, if other teams didn't help us, right? Like remember, Utah took on Andres Biedrins that year, and Dallas took on Bogut and Barnes. Like it wasn't a clear path, but they put themselves in the position. No one told Cleveland to re-sign J.R. Smith and Iman Shumpert the year before. No one told these teams. No one told Boston to do what they did with Isaiah Thomas. No one told Oklahoma City to put all their money into Nick Collison and them. Like no one told them to do
But
that.
none of that changes anything because he was going to go to Golden State regardless. As soon as Draymond
That's not
called him in
true.
the parking
We had
lot,
to be in the position to do it.
as soon as Draymond called him in the parking lot, he
But
was
why
going
did Draymond
to
call
Golden
him?
State.
Because he got his ass beat.
Because we could get it.
Man, no.
Because we could get it. We could have won the championship and he was calling. That was the plan. They've talked about it. They knew they were going. The reason Harrison Barnes was hated in that locker room is because they knew before the season they were going after KD and Horford. It was a given.
Listen, I'm not hating. It was a god tier basketball move. It was god tier GM play. Like,
God tier GM play is just leaving a team and going to build another one constantly, the way Braun has. That's god tier GM play. This was luck. Because if they signed Dwight Howard 2 years prior, they don't have KD.
I guess all I'm saying is like, you can't have your cake and eat it too. Like, you got to acknowledge that if anyone else
the best
won
team
those
of all
rings,
time,
like, no, I'm just saying
that's
like
the whole goal.
You say
I'm just saying like
best team of all time. That's the goal. We accomplished the goal. Now it's everyone else's turn to try and beat it. No one can. Who keeps winning? Us.
Bro,
you truly think the Warriors? You think the Warriors are the greatest team of all time?
You act like the Warriors got
Warriors?
8 rings.
The KD Warriors? That's the greatest team of all time. Who's beating the KD Warriors?
Bro.
Wait, you arguing that's not the best team ever, Pete?
Wait. Who's beating us?
No, I thought he was saying the Warriors are the greatest like organization or franchise of all time. That's why I was
the organization stinks. It's a bad organization.
Bro, this is all I'm saying is like
it's a bad franchise.
Like we just can't be acting like, Curry just gonna run away with these shits without KD. That's all I'm saying.
But he did. What KD run away with without Steph? His ass beat by Steph.
But we
forget.
You acted like Steph won 5 of these things without KD.
You don't know he won it. He's still winning them. KD's on his 4th team.
How many Finals MVP Steph got?
I don't care about no Bill Russell award, man.
Bro,
I don't care about no Bill Russell.
That man Steph low key might not even been the best player on his team.
How many Tim Duncan got?
3 out of 5.
He won in 99.
Yep.
He wasn't best player on that team.
Listen.
So what does it matter? So what's a Finals MVP matter if you're not going to give it to the best player on the team? Because Tony Parker wasn't the best player on the team that he won it on, and neither was Kawhi. So what does a Finals MVP matter?
Yeah,
I mean,
but
I'm not even.
It's all a part of the narrative, really, bro.
I'm not even going to go there with that.
I mean, it depends on the narrative you want to play. I don't really give a fuck about that. We had the greatest team of all time. We did that shit. Before that, we won. After that, we won. I'm waiting on other people to win. Unless the name's LeBron James, don't compare them to my guy.
Well, you ain't going to be waiting much longer because after this year, someone else going to win.
I don't know.
That 15 championship was some fluke.
I don't know. The way this shit's going, if you told me the Lakers or the Warriors win again, I'd believe it. Ain't nobody else really like
going to grab that shit.
Ain't no one else really doing shit. If you just gonna let these two dudes,
I ain't gonna lie though. The Celtics, they going to grab that shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
The Celtics are winning a ring this year.
They're the most.
You can clip it.
They are the team that just, to me, that when I watch hoops all the time, they're the team that I can see going to grab that bitch. Honestly,
are they?
Yeah, to me,
yes.
Injury free.
Listen,
yeah.
I think if they get lucky and Steph or Bron don't come out the West, maybe.
No, if they play the Warriors again, they're not losing.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't say the Lakers though. The Lakers are pab that ass. No cap.
Listen, you're not gonna tell me
Not
Steph
gonna
or
lie.
Bron losing until they do it, because since the last 14 rings, they got 8 of them. Not even the last 12 rings, they got 8 of them. So 66% chance I'm gonna be right. Based off history, 0% chance JK's.
I mean, it's a lot of things based off history. History's meant to change. It's the whole point of it.
History also does repeat itself.
Bro, well, I
we'll
just
see.
don't
Listen.
understand why we sitting here acting like this shit like Steph done won every ring in the last 12 years or Bron.
Oh no, I'm not on that. I'm not on that side.
The last 12 years, they have 8 of the 12.
So, I know that's 4 each, but I'm just sitting here saying you.
No one else is winning.
Sounds like 4 other people won.
Congrats. You win 33% of the time that 2 dudes don't win. It's a 2-man league. It has been.
I mean,
it's a 2-man league.
LeBron didn't go to 8 straight.
It was,
but no, this is 4 straight.
This is what I'm saying is it was a 2-man league. And then as soon as the Raptors won, it has not been a 2-man league.
Since then, how many times have Bron and Steph won?
1 apiece.
One.
How many times has anyone else won?
1 and 1. That's what I'm saying. The difference is
2020, 21, 22. So they have 2 of the last 3.
No, I said since
still
the
66%.
Raptors, since the Raptors, since the Raptors.
Yes, since the Raptors
2 out of the
won,
last 4.
There's only been 3.
The Bucks.
Yeah, the
Lakers
Bucks.
and Warriors.
Yeah, Bucks, Lakers, Warriors, Raptors. That's 4. 2 out of the last.
Since
I
the Raptors won.
Counting the Raptors though.
I was counting the Raptors.
So then you're saying since the Warriors won in 2018, 2 of the last 4. Congrats.
Like,
well, then if we doing that logic, then it would be 3.
No, this is what I'm saying.
Since KD left, 2 of the last 3 are still so. With KD, Steph and Bron win at a 66% rate. Without KD, Steph and Bron still win at a 66% rate. No matter which way you put it, these dudes every 3 years are going to win 2.
The scope
is what they do.
The scope is we went through the span where it was Curry or Bron every year. All I'm saying is it's been scattered.
What was last year?
That's 1 year.
We're still in the span then. You can't say we went through the span when the last champion is Steph.
No, but you're saying they go in every year.
They go 2 of every 3. Every single time. What's the last 3-year span where they didn't win 2 of them?
Well, obviously we can't go, too far because Bron went to 8 straight. You can't go too far.
That's
Steph been to 6 of the last 7.
This is what I'm saying. You're not acknowledging the fact that I'm just saying off of recent history, there's been more sprinkled in. It wasn't like that
champion
before.
Is Stephen Curry.
I know that. You're not understanding.
So you saying the Bucks and the Raptors. That's the
I'm saying that it used to be every single year it was going to be Bron or Steph. It's been proven that it's not like that anymore.
It basically still is.
It
ain't that much different.
I mean, I'll agree with you on this, JK. I'll agree with you on this. Now that shit phasing out because Bron obviously 38 but at the same time, we don't know what's about to happen this year. But the West trash. Like the Lakers are 4 games out of the playoffs, and
I honestly think, I really do mean this, and I'm not even just saying it because I really hope it don't happen. Like I be rooting for injuries on Bron and shit, but like.
That's crazy as fuck, bro. You cannot be doing that, bro. That is so wild. You can't be doing that, bro.
No, we really went to war. I can't stand it. But you let that Lakers team get healthy, bro. Ain't nobody in the West want to smoke with them. If they get in and they're healthy, don't nobody want to smoke besides Steph. I'm sorry. That Lakers team is really fucking good. And Bron and AD together that's the nastiest duo I've ever seen.
AD is the key.
If they're healthy, no one in the West wants smoke. And if the Warriors get healthy and the Warriors get into the playoffs healthy, nobody in the West wants smoke with them either. So we could just be like, you get through the West, you're telling me we just got to beat Boston or Milwaukee 4 out of 7 times. Like, you're not asking me to beat both those teams on the way to a championship. We just have to be the better team.
Where I think it does get a little harder is if let's say they both get into the playoffs, right? They're going to probably have to play each other, which that series itself is going to be a fucking grinder.
But that's what I'm saying. Only comp is Bron. That's the only peer. That's the only dude you can put up next to my guy.
In the West, I agree. I'm not even going to say the Celtics. I wouldn't want to play Giannis in the finals, bro. I'm just saying.
I mean, you don't want to play Giannis in general, but literally you're only playing Giannis It's the same shit as Bron back in the day, bro.
Yeah, Giannis got to prove it a little bit more. He won 2 years ago. Other than that, flamey in the playoffs. He got to prove it a little bit more to me. Like he's been to one finals. He's made like you don't wake up and you just go to June over and over and over and over and over again. People wear down. It takes a special human being to do.
I'm not gonna lie. The Bucks folded on Giannis last year because he was pabbing the fuck out the Celtics.
No,
he was pabbing the fuck out of it
because it ain't easy to do this shit all the time. So like, I ain't saying he can't. You don't want Giannis best player in the world. You don't play best player in the world, but like, I'll take my chances with Giannis versus having to play Brown in them all day.
All I'm saying is, like, obviously you get stuck because you see it so much. It's the same thing of like, it took a while, like, to not get used to Tom Brady being there every year. But I'm just saying, like, the torch, I think this is the year that the torch gets passed.
But it ain't been passed. You're acting like it's already been passed. The torch is still at home.
Oh, I'm not acting like it's already been
you literally
passed.
Said
I am
verbatim.
telling you that it's passed, and I'm telling you that I'm
it ain't
right.
Been. Where is it? Who has
Listen, I am taking the Deion approach that everything I say is as good as gold. And that
you have to have it come true.
It will.
What I'm saying is facts. What you're saying is hyperbole.
You have said many a hyperbole that you said was true.
Everything I said right here was facts. You said verbatim that the reign is over, that time has passed. The Larry O'Brien's at the Chase Center.
Yes, I'm passed. Speaking in the future. I'm just telling you.
That's a fact. Larry O'Brien's at the Chase Center.
I'm just telling you that the Larry O'Brien will not be at the Chase Center after this year.
Maybe. We'll see. We don't.
That's all I'm saying.
Even then, JK, on the double back, Deion is saying even if it leaves this year, in the next 2 to 3 years, it'll be Bron or Steph again.
2 of every 3-year window, 2 of them is going to be Bron and Steph. They're going to get 2 of them hosts. They've been doing it for 12 years. So someone else going to have to do it. But they have no fucking peer, man. They ain't got no peer.
That's the only thing. That's the only thing that I'm saying is the only team that I see that can really go get the shit is the Celtics. That's the only team I can see right now.
I mean, I can see anyone doing it. I don't think anyone separated themselves from anybody, but that's the problem. No one separated themselves.
I feel like, do you not feel like, for real, like, be honest, like, the Celtics been battling injuries all year, and they've been in tough games all year, and they've come out victorious pretty much all year. So is it not fair to say when they get fully healthy, nobody won't smoke with them in the East? Is it not fair to say?
I don't know, because I think so. Giannis, bro, like
you Giannis just said you would take your chance though.
I would take my chance with Giannis for sure. As a Warriors fan, I think that Giannis Celtics series is a little different because I think Giannis takes a little personally what happened last year, and so do the Bucks in general. So that's different. That's like Bron and Steph back in the day. That series is a little bit more bad blood. I would take my chance with Giannis because he's a Steph Curry fan. So it's like, is you're getting like a softer teddy bear Giannis, right? Like a lot of teams are probably looking at the Lakers like we want to play them. As a Warriors fan, I ain't trying to go through that Bron shit no more, bro. I used to have migraines. I can't do that. It's just different for everybody. My thing with the Celtics, I do think they're playing like the best team in the league, so the Nuggets, but when I watch both those teams and the Grizzlies included play the teams I feel are the best teams in the league, personally, they just don't beat them the way I think they should right now. And if you let these dudes that know how to win, that know how to take care of their body, that know how to play into June at a very high level, just sit around, eventually they're going to hit you with a knockout punch. And that's what the league did last year. And eventually Steph knocked him out. It's like Floyd Mayweather. You got to take him out early. And I don't think anyone's taken Steph or Bron out yet.
I can see that. I just feel like you mentioned the Nuggets, the Grizzlies, and the Celtics. The Celtics just different from them, bro. Like, I don't know.
Definitely different than the Grizzlies. For sure.
Like, for sure. Even the Nuggets to me, I feel like the Nuggets, let's say if hypothetically them 2 teams go to the finals, the Nuggets and the Celtics.
Yeah, they won't.
But they won't, maybe. I have no idea. But if they did, bro, I'm damn near taking the Celtics in 5, bro. Like on some crazy shit.
The Nuggets aren't going to come out the West. They're not. The Nuggets, the Warriors beat the Nuggets in 5 like tomorrow.
I understand, like, obviously you're going to go with the statistical history. I'm just saying, from watching the league this year, as much as I watch it, I just get the feel that like the torch is being passed this year. I don't even know who it's getting passed to. That's just the feel I get.
See,
But that's what everyone
I
says.
could agree. My bad, Deion. Go ahead. I say I could agree, JK, but it's the fact in my heart, right, that the Lakers are 4 games out of the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? It is that hang around aspect. Like, bro, y'all are giving these motherfuckers too many chances, bro, to do this shit. Eventually, they gonna start clicking, bro. They the best player. Steph and Bron, historically wise, bro, they are the best players of this generation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not even close either.
So it's like, bro, you can't leave them. That's like Brady, right? In the playoffs. Everybody, when Brady made the playoffs for the Cowboys, nobody was really giving a fuck about the Cowboys because they was like, yo, Brady, they fucking let Brady in this shit, right? It's how I feel with Bron and damn Steph. I don't feel like the torch is being passed quite yet, just because Steph and Bron both still got that winner's mentality. They not in that retirement phase yet. You know what I'm saying?
I just think when it comes to Steph and Bron, myself included with Bron, Steph included for Bron sexuals, we've been trying to kill the other person for a decade now. And folks been trying to kill both Steph and Bron doing this shit for 5-6 years now. It was all about parity. No more super teams. These two dudes keep doing this shit. We're sick of it. We're not going to let them do it no more. So they just find new ways to win. And like, until you beat them, it just is what it is, man. Like, they have no peers. There's a difference between a Tatum, who I think is one of the best players in the league, a Ja and a Jokic, who I think are 2 of the best players in the league, and then 2 dudes who I think are 2 of the greatest players ever step on the fucking court. And it, unfortunately for the rest of the league, I just think it's levels to this shit, bro. And listen, if it wasn't for Bron, Steph has 10 of these shits. If it wasn't for Steph, Bron has 10 of these shits. They're each other's peers. Other than that, they have no peers.
I don't think Bron got any peers, to be honest with you, but
he would disagree. I promise you he would.
Hey, as a Bron fan, I love that shit, JK.
I mean, Steph obviously close, but nobody's saying
Bron
Steph
would disagree.
second greatest
but for
player.
real though, like, bro, even as there's levels, bro. Like he said, there's delusional, and then there's goddamn like fucking absolutely dumb as hell. If you a Bron fan, bro, you gotta really tip your cap at Steph at some point, bro, because like they really did do this shit for a long ass time. Even when the season would start fresh off, everybody knew Warriors, Cavs. What are they gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Steph really is close. If he's not there, he's dumb close to Bron. Like in this past 10 years at least.
The 2 coldest things I've ever seen a player do was obviously what Bron did in 16. Him and Kyrie. I don't think Kyrie gets enough credit for that series, but he doesn't deserve it. He was on LeBron's team, and I think LeBron should always get, as one of the greatest players of all time, he should always get all the credit. But what Bron did in 2016, and then KD leaves in 2019, your second best player doesn't touch a basketball for 3 years. Draymond has a back injury that's like crazy bad, nerve damage. You get hurt and you still win. Like, after everything, everyone says you're dead. You can't win without KD. That's the narrative, right? Andrew Wiggins stinks. He can't play. Cool, we'll take him. Jordan Poole's 28th pick. Yeah, we can rock with that. Nemanja Bjelica was out the league. We'll take him. Otto Porter out of the league. We'll figure it out with him. Those are the 2 coldest things I've ever seen a player do in my lifetime, at least. Maybe Kobe too. Kobe's up there.
Well, I don't know. If you were saying they couldn't win without KD, you might be a casual.
I mean, you just said they can't earlier. Clip that.
That's not what I said. I said they wouldn't have beat those 2 teams with those.
You said you ain't winning without KD.
Hey, no. It's not. You not winning with. I mean, it's, bro. I don't know if you beating Bron without him though. Yeah, that's
what I was saying. They can.
Well, first off, we already did it. Second off,
but no, you did it without Kyrie. You did it without Kyrie
did.
though. You did it without Kyrie and Love. You know what I'm saying? That's what y'all did it.
I mean,
he was handicapped for real.
We could do all that shit. We were handicapped in 16. I don't take nothing away from what Bron did in 16. You'll never hear me talk about some of the injuries, all the other shit that went on with the Warriors. Y'all beat who was out there. That's on us for not.
So, let me ask you how the Warriors was handicapped in 16. No Bogut? Is that all?
No Bogut. Iggy had off-season surgery. Steph had off-season surgery, and don't even get me started on the other dude who got thrown out.
Off-season surgery.
That's what I'm saying though. Like,
but you're like But that's what I'm saying. Like, you'll never hear me talk about that stuff because, like, that's not how it works. He beat who was out there. He won the ring. You don't get points. You never hang a banner if you lose. You lost. It does not matter who was out there.
Listen, that's all I was saying. I just don't think Curry would have beat Ron without KD.
I don't know. It's just that level Braun was on, though. You know what I'm saying?
Braun,
How I saw
realistically,
it.
realistically, here's if everything goes healthy, here's how I think it would have played out. I think the Cavs were the better team in 15. I don't see how you could argue we weren't the better team in 16. If we had complete health in 16, both teams get one. I just think they would have been flipped. But that's not how this shit fucking works. No one's ever healthy. And
That's
I think
facts.
we probably split 17 and 18. So I think both, like, Steph would have 3, Bron has 5. With that in mind, though, if Clay never gets hurt, we would have won in 2020.
I mean, yeah. Like,
Wait. Raptors 2020 or Bubble 2020? I'll be
19 and 20, we would have been the best teams because Bron, with all due respect, in 19 quit. And then in 20, with all due respect to the bubble, if you put Steph in a fucking bubble, he might average 90 on 70% 3-point shooting. With the numbers these dudes are throwing up,
I ain't gonna cap. I don't even think the Lakers was losing that bubble chip, bro. I'm not.
the bubble would have been interesting, but I do think we win one of 19 or 20, if not both. And then, like, same with 21 and 2022. Like,
you know, the bubble chip. It's like, I hate when people discredit the bubble chip, but I don't think I've seen
it's because it's fake.
Bro, that shit was not fake. I feel like if any other team won that shit other than the Lakers, bro, they praising the fuck out that shit, bro.
Now, I'm be honest, I was anti-bubble the whole time. I wasn't anti-bubble. You got to finish the season. Bron won. You'll never hear me discredit Bron for winning that one. But, like, the whole time it was happening, I'm like, bro, it's not the same without the fans, man. Like, and then to be real, last year was the first year with fans, right? Like, the Bucks Suns was like 50% capacity, I believe, something like that.
yeah.
And you heard, the man whose resume can only be compared to LeBron James, Draymond Green, say, the fans had me shook. Steph needed to handle that one for me in game 4. Like,
yeah, that was some mad pussy shit to say, though.
It was pussy shit, but, like, it's real, bro.
That's some
like,
mad pussy shit.
It's 100% real. Like, the fans really, really, really do, like, make a difference. If you haven't gone to war and been called hard R, you ain't really won a ring to me like that.
All right, so we done got way off track somehow. But
hey, by the way, the big man shit.
Yeah.
That's how this started.
No, so Deion, what you got for, was it a hit or was it shit for the All-Star game?
I'll be honest, I couldn't come up with anything. Everything was shit. I don't know. I kind of thought Dame in the Weber State jersey was a little corny. I didn't know Weber State was in Utah till yesterday, though, so I don't really know if that was corny or not. I don't know.
No, I agree.
So that was some shit. The Weber State was shit.
I thought that was
I
shit.
feel like everyone thought that was a hit, but I thought it was shit. I was like, I mean, you got Dollar on the back. Like, that ain't your name, bro. That's not what you wore out there.
So, like, the All-Star game was not really it. I feel like the best part of the game was the Brown and Tatum shit.
Call it how it is. JB gave his ass a bucket.
They gave each other a bucket.
No. Call it how it is.
And then he sat down. He sat down.
Cat.
Yeah. Real quick, if you have to wear a mask to play in the All-Star game, just don't play in the All-Star game.
I don't know why he played.
If your hand is wrapped like a damn fucking baseball player, just don't play in the All-Star game,
bro.
But like, I'm not sure. I could watch the bonus for 30 minutes. I don't really need that many people out there.
That leads me to my question, though, is like, I don't even care about the whole one-on-one tournament thing, but like,
I do though. No
the one-on-one tournament or just more one-on-one play in the All-Star game in general, would that be a hit or would that be shit?
It would be a hit for me, but I know the majority it would be shit just because these players got brands and shit, bro. Like, you go out there and lose to another motherfucker one-on-one, your ass is done for. They're cooking the fuck out of you on the internet nonstop. If you're supposed to be the best player in the league, Giannis, and he go get cooked by fucking Clay or some shit, bro, all hell breaking loose, dog. It would be crazy.
I think it'd be shit. I think it'd be shit. I don't know. One-on-one, I don't think one-on-one's a great way to like measure how good at basketball somebody is.
Yeah.
Like if you, everyone that was on that court yesterday, if I started with the ball and you gave me unlimited dribbles, I'm scoring 5 on them. Like I'm not saying I win, but like I can score on everyone that was on the court with unlimited dribbles. So like I'm nowhere near the basketball player any of them dudes are. But it's one-on-one. You just need a little space. Like I just don't think it's a really good measure. No one's beating Steph or KD in one-on-one either. So like I just don't.
I think Kyrie could, but
Kyrie's gonna be trading 2s for 3s against Steph, and he would never get the ball against KD. Like the moment he misses that KD game's over.
I ain't gonna lie. Have you ever watched the USA whenever they be doing it?
Yeah, but like
KD got flooded by Paul George on some real shit.
Yeah, no, Paul George can play, but it's not as intense as it would be All-Star Weekend because you have everything on the line in that. And
shit, I ain't even focused on that. We got to rewind. This man Deion said he dropping 5 on an NBA player on a 1v1.
Yeah, unlimited dribbles. Unlimited dribbles.
I need to see some film, bro. Because you must be that guy.
No, I'm not. Unlimited dribbles though, like I just need like this much room. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not. I ain't saying it's gonna be 5 where it's like we going back and forth.
What is P doing, bro?
Bro said he needs some film, bro.
I'm getting 5. I'm missing, and then they score 11.
Someone get me Carter Elliott's film guy at Deion's games, bro.
I think Cart would score 5 on.
Oh, bro. Well, especially against the guard, you put Cart down there on a guard.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you get, I'm not like you gave me a big. I'm for sure scoring 5. The moment I miss, it's over. But that's the same with all these players. But I'm going to score. If you get, I have to have the ball first, and I have to have unlimited dribbles. If you limit either one of those,
Are you playing make it, take it?
Yeah.
You're cooked.
No, I respect it.
No, it all depends though who get ball first. But I feel what you.
No, I have to have the ball first.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like they get ball first. They made me. I don't know.
The moment they get the ball, the game's over. I already know that.
Bro, this is kind of like the last thing on the All-Star game before we move on. But, bro, I'm going to be honest. Like, y'all know, I'm the fucking president of the Jason Tatum fan club. But, like,
we need
who cares about All-Star MVP, bro? Like, realistically. Like, the 55 for the game is cool or whatever. Like, but I was more impressed by the 27 in the third than the 55 for the game.
Nah, I'll be honest. That shit was the most overrated shit, though, because they was really chucking.
I mean, yeah, he started out like 5 for 5.
Like they was just chucking, bro. At that point, why the fuck you ain't do that in a 3-point contest?
It was also some hoe shit because Missoula played that motherfucker like 40 minutes.
Well, he probably said he wanted to.
That shit was OD.
I mean, it's the Kobe Trophy. You know he wanted to bring that home. You know he did.
Who?
Right beside his bed.
When did they implement that name?
So disrespectful.
A couple of years ago?
Kobe gonna come up from his grave and snatch Adam Silver's neck for putting his name on the All-Star.
I think Kobe's the perfect All-Star game MVP name because Kobe really tried in that. Like he really, really tried in the All-Star game. And you see, like they implemented the name. I think it was 3 years ago. Like Brown and Steph won it immediately. Like dudes that really, really like. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not a coincidence the 3 dudes that have won it since they named it that. I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I feel
it's making certain players try. So it's not the end of the world.
I feel like, yeah, I mean, at the same time though, they really did used to try in the All-Star game though. Like when I was younger, like as a kid, when it was East West, like they used to mad try, bro. Like for real. Back whenever they used to wear their own jerseys and shit.
Nah, Steph ruined the All-Star game because he is so like crazy of a shooter. He just doesn't really give a fuck about that and just does like dumb shit that he can't do during it. He ruined the All. Brown ruined the dunk contest and Steph ruined the All-Star game.
There's just so many people like Jokic and Luka might as well just like not even show up next year. They don't be giving a fuck about the All-Star game.
That man Luka said, "I got my 2 points. I'm good."
It'll flip for Luka one year the same way it did Steph last year. But like you're not getting Luka to try for the next decade.
But so like going off the All-Star game, going into some, I guess, more real hoop, you would say. Westbrook going to the Clippers, which I'll give my piece on it before y'all get into it. So, yes, is Westbrook washed? Absolutely. Are we even sure Westbrook is that much better than John Wall right now? I mean, probably not. But I will say this: with the moves that they've made and that roster, this is a way better fit for Russ than LA because every single person on that team, with the exception of Zubats, can shoot. That's where I'm at. I feel like he actually might look better with the Clippers.
But he'll be on the court with Zubac, right?
That's true.
Or Plumlee. And I'm gonna be honest, bro. I know PG shoots it well, but I feel like that's a win if he's pulling up. So from like a scheme perspective, you're gonna have two dudes on the court you don't have to worry about shooting, and one guy who you can kind of live with, and then you have Kawhi and Marcus Morris. And low key, bro, you can probably live with Marcus Morris too.
See, I just feel bad because, damn, I think Bones was gonna thrive. Like I actually really like Bones' game.
Nah,
Yeah,
Bones
I don't think he's that good.
I mean, but he can also fit because he does shoot like 39%.
It's really that. It's that Kyrie. It's that Kyrie factor for Bones, bro. Like he just got a bag. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not saying he's like Kyrie. It's just like he looked better than he is because he got a fucking bag. So that's just what it is. He got a bag, and he's like
a. I'm trying to think of a guy. I don't know, like Terrence Ross.
A poor man's Jamal Crawford.
No. I don't think he's that good. He's like
Jamal Crawford was really like that.
He's like a Terrence Ross, type guy where like he'll get like a crazy game here or there, and everyone wants to see him on a contender. But like, is he actually really?
I don't know, bro. Terrence Ross. I mean, he got a bag. Bones really got a bag, bro. Like,
but it's different. Like Terrence Ross really got a jumper. He might not have a bag, but he can shoot. He can shoot the shit out the ball.
That's why he could be good on a contender though, because he can shoot.
But when it's up here, you can have all the talent in the world it's certain things you have to do to be on a contender, right? Like real talk, bro. Like we can say what we want about Russ. He's better than D'Angelo Russell, man.
Yeah.
He is. But D'Angelo Russell is such a better. Like you tell me it's Bron, D'Angelo Russell, and AD. I'm more afraid of that than Russ. Bron,
oh, absolutely.
It's just
schematically.
I don't think Bones has it up here to be on a contender.
It's just weird, man, because like
I'm not really tripping off it.
The Clippers are like a bunch of like really nice car parts that don't go together at all. Like they got a bunch of good individual pieces, but that shit just don't.
They got a Lamborghini body and a Kia engine.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean,
Paul George had his best year.
Figure it out.
I mean, Paul George had his best year beside Russ, though. So I don't know.
Oh, 2018.
I mean, still, but it ain't. I mean, but low key though. At the same time, it ain't like.
What's that? It might have been 17.
Nah, but I'm saying, I mean, it still happened though. It still happened. So I don't know.
6 years ago,
Paul George wanted
one of them done it since.
Yeah, Paul George wanted them there.
It's interesting though.
My thing with the Clippers, Russ, no Russ, Bones, no Bones. Them two dudes don't play. You can't win a championship if you don't got no team chemistry. The Warriors were the exception because those fucking dudes did it for 8 years and they didn't play together for 2. So it's like not the end of the world to them. These dudes don't play.
There's a couple other moves. I mean, not even going to talk about Pat Bev to the Bulls. That don't really do shit for me. But
Afghanistan over there.
Do you like him on the Clippers more than Russ, though? What's your thoughts on that?
Run that back one more time.
Like, if you were the Clippers, would you get Bev instead of Russ?
I would take Bev back over Russ.
I mean, Bev was already there, so I mean, he got some form of, you know what I'm saying?
I think Bev would have been good for them. He probably would have been good for like the Warriors too, and theoretically would have been good for the Lakers. I don't know what happened there, but like Bev is gonna make your best players play, and that's what you need. You need the guy that's gonna fire them up.
This is why I don't get it though. It's like I'm telling you, I'm sitting here looking at the current point they're at in their careers. Like they were so ready to get rid of John Wall just to bring in Russell Westbrook. That's like such a similar type player.
John Wall don't play either though. I mean, at least Russ
I was gonna say I think Russ is kind of like what I was saying about Bev. Like if them two dudes fucking Kawhi and PG say they not playing because they had a long night the night before. That's not gonna fly with Russ. You need someone in the locker room like that.
Yeah, because it's crazy. Like, shit, they traded this man too. I don't know who I'd rather have between Reggie Jackson and Russ.
I'd rather have Reggie.
Like, that's what I'm saying. I don't
even
it,
need to
bro.
think twice about that one. I'd rather have Reggie.
I don't get it, but
I don't understand. I'd rather have Reggie than Bones.
Yeah, it's weird.
Nah, that one's way more clear cut, bro. Because I don't know, y'all playing Westbrook, bro. What's up? What's going on? Talk to me, bro. I can't allow this, bro. Talk to me, please.
Reggie just like he's the perfect role player. You know what I mean? Like he'll just pass them the ball. Then when those two idiots start fucking deciding they don't want to play mid game, you know Reggie gonna take it over.
Yeah, that's my thing. To be honest, like straight up, Pete. Not even trying to disrespect you, boy, but Reggie put the ball in the basket.
He can hoop. He can score for real. The Nuggets getting him is nasty.
Yeah, it is. That's huge for them.
Yeah,
but
nobody on the team play defense.
This might be the biggest news of all, bro. Like, I know Deion gonna have a field day with this one, bro. Why they let another anti-Semite back in the league? Myers Leonard, 10-day contract with the Bucks. What the fuck? I don't even know what to say.
Bet you they don't make him go to classes. Bet you don't make him do all that bullshit.
That's what he's been doing for 2 years. When the last time Myers Leonard played basketball?
He been making TikToks with his wife.
Yeah.
They be coming up on my For You page.
These teams pass certain players around like IG models, man. I don't get it. Bro, there is so much talent in the world. Like, we talk about expansion, right? Like, they're like, there's too much talent for the NBA. We need more teams. Well, why the fuck this dude get 10-day if there's so much talent out there?
That's what I don't get.
I'm not saying it's ever okay to be an anti-Semite. The things he said, I don't even know what he said. I really don't care, to be honest.
His shit was really, he said a racial slur on Twitch.
That shit rhymed with bike.
Yeah, he was playing COD, right?
Yep. He just dropped that shit so casually too.
Yeah, it did slide out. You know,
he was saying that shit all the time.
I mean, listen, it don't surprise me. But what he said, what Kyrie said, but like, listen, man, facts are facts. If you're Kyrie, you got a little bit more leeway than the other dude. And if there's so much talent in the world, like we got to hear about, this dude's not good enough to look past everything else. The Milwaukee Bucks.
That's what I don't understand, bro. It's like, why?
Yeah, I mean, they just got Jay Crowder.
He
don't even play. Jay Crowder ain't played yet. What you need this dude? Is this dude on a 10-day because one of the Antetokounmpos is going back to Greece for a vacation? Like what happened? Where's
shit, I don't know. Maybe they signed him because they watched the skills challenge and said, "Damn."
I seen an Antetokounmpo brother in the skills challenge I didn't know was alive. His mom was like, "Yo, that's my son."
That shit is crazy to me.
Like, I feel like they could have just signed him. Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't really got too much to say.